All right, good morning and welcome to this active flow and breathwork class. My name is Brian and I am delighted to be here with you today. Today's class is going to be a continuing exploration of this system of keeping it simple, a simple system to begin to open the body and feel into the practices of mindful movement. And as always, we'll start with our landing, we'll raise gratitude, we'll come into the present moment and we'll set our intention. And then we'll move through some movement practices that will open the ankles and then the knees and then the hips and then the whole body. When you move the spine a little bit, and then we'll finish in some sun salutations to greet the day and have a full body impact, finishing with a twist and our guided rest. We will be here about 45 minutes from when we get started here. So we'll still finish within the hour. And again, my apologies for the slight delay in getting started this morning. So find yourself in a supported posture. Our first guiding principle is support precedes action. So we find support first. So find your supports by rooting into whatever part of your body is in contact with something, the floor, the chair, the seat, the wall, the cushion, whatever it is that you're touching, feel the physical sensation of that connection. Bring your awareness to that physical sensation, that place on your body that's in that connection. Feel into that connection and open your awareness to the possibility that that connection is support. What is it like to be supported in this moment? What is it like to know that support is always available in this moment? And then having established support, I invite you to imagine you could root down through those places of contact to establish a deeper level of support and connection, holding you firmly and securely and steadily. And then as you root down, lengthen through the side body, lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the crown. Experiment with tucking the chin to feel the release at the back of the neck and feel the full length of the spine from the base to the crown. And notice what happens in your body when the spine elongates and aligns. Feel into the shift that occurs. And in keeping yourself aligned and elongated, let us come into the present moment by coming into the body. And we come into the body by coming into the breath. So find your inhale as it appears underneath your nasal passages and begin to breathe in and out through the nostrils. Following the inhalation all the way in, down into the body cavity, front, back, and sides. Full 360 breath, no stress, no strain, no exertion, just full inhale and complete exhale. Holding your awareness right there, be right there at the beginning of the next inhale. Following that inhale in and that exhale out. And then on your next inhale, I invite you to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space and allow to arise in your heart space gratitude. Any one thing for which you're grateful today, maybe today just the possibility of gratitude, whatever arises for you when gratitude is called forth. I invite you to see it clearly in your mind's eye here before we start our practice. And I invite you to anchor your gratitude right there in your heart space. And then finally, before starting today, or as we start today, I will invite you to set an intention for your practice. Perhaps a simple intention to just be right there with each inhale, or to simply keep your gratitude anchored. And whatever your intention is, I invite you to state it to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice, as if it is already done. And then listen as the echoes of your intention reverberate in your being. And as you feel into the resonance of your intention, I invite you to take a full inhalation. And as you exhale, as you choose to, allow your chin to drop to your grateful and intentional heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention. As I say, Namo, Namaste. And then lift the chin, release the hands, take a full inhale. And a complete exhale. And then come around to your mat. We're going to begin seated in Dandasana or staff pose. You may want to have your block or your little cushion if that's you, if you like to raise your hips a little bit as you sit here. We're going to extend the legs long in front of you. I'll turn sideways. You can see this a little better. Just sitting up, lengthen through the spine, maybe press into the side of the palms down alongside the hips to find that length in the spine, and lift the palms, stay long. Relax the toes, feel the back of the legs on the mat. Okay. And we're just simply going to begin with some simple movements here with the ankle. So we bring the right heel toward the right hip. And then gently cross the right foot atop the left thigh. Maybe crossing it over. And then just begin to take your left hand to your left toes and gently begin to rotate your right ankle. Just waking up the ankles. A couple times in this direction. And then whichever direction you started in, reverse that and rotate the ankle in the opposite direction. Very simple movements. All of today's movements are very simple. Begin with simplicity, feeling into the presence of individual parts of the body as we wake up. All right, finishing in that direction. And then coming back to neutral, pick the right foot up and bring the heel to the hip and then extend the right leg long. Then bring the left heel toward the left hip, crossing the left ankle across the right thigh. Take the right hand to the right toes gently, and then just begin gently rotating the left ankle. Either direction, doesn't matter. And then a couple more here, and then reverse and rotate in the opposite direction. So just feeling into opening the left ankle. Very gentle, very kind, very supportive for yourself here. We're finishing that movement, bring the left heel to the hip, extend the left leg long. We're going to repeat that movement. I'm going to turn so you can see this a little better if you like to. All right, and then we're going to bring that right heel in. We're going to cross that right ankle across that right thigh gently. Gently, it's early yet. So wherever that is for you, find that spot. And then simply take the movement here is to take your right knee and gently, as if it was a butterfly wing, just gently flutter your right knee. So in your mind, you're saying, 1 year, 1 day, someday, I will have my right knee touching the floor. But today, I'm just here where I am, just gently fluttering that right knee. Now, if you're like me, maybe that right knee is only in the same zip code as the floor. It's just a simple opening here. We're opening the hip and extending through the ligaments along the side of the knee to just gently bring a little mobility and flexibility to the knee. A couple more here in this side. And then come to neutral. Bring the right heel to the hip. Extend the right leg long. Now, as I mentioned, you're bringing the left heel in, cross the left ankle over the right thigh, let the hip rotate open and the left knee move down. Left hand gently supporting that left knee, and then begin that light little butterfly action here. And again, we're just gently opening that left hip. Keep the toes of the right knee. I'm sorry, toes of the right knee. That makes sense. Take the toes of the left foot in a neutral mode. The left knee is gently, just gently. And you're just being kind to yourself here. You're just waking up the body a little bit. And we're not competing at all. There's no competition on your mat, of all things. This is a place to be present with your gratitude and your intention. A couple more here. And then bring the left heel to the hip and release the left leg long. Pedal the legs out a little bit, breathe that up, reconnect with your sits bones, stay long through the crown. We got one more in that same mode. Bring the right heel in, cross the right ankle over the left thigh, and then take your right hand to your right knee, and we're going to gently rotate the right hip. Either direction, doesn't matter. We're going to go both ways. So it's a little movement, a very subtle movement. You're just kind of rotating that knee and upper thigh so you can feel that right hip socket and ball moving, opening through that right hip. One more in this direction, and then switch and move in the opposite direction. So little different rotation here, rotating. Again, just being gentle with yourself, waking up the body. Couple more in this direction. Come back to neutral. Right heel to the hip, release the right leg long. Other side, bring the left heel in, cross the ankle over, gently supporting the left knee, and then begin to rotate that left hip. So we're using this. And breathing, being conscious, steady and sure, just focused on this hip area, very subtle. A couple more in this direction. And then come back to neutral and then reverse that circling. And again, just a small, simple movement, feeling into the awakening of the legs. One more here. Bring the left heel to the hip, release the legs long. Okay. Now, all right, my next movement, I'll turn sideways again so you can see this. So, we're going to take the feet wide as is comfortable for you, whatever's appropriate for you. Find your width, staying long to the crown, right? The arms are going to come out from the shoulders, parallel with the floor. We're going to exhale, excuse me. We're going to inhale as you lean back a little bit. And then as you exhale, you're just going to simply circle your arms. So you take your torso around out over the left leg, reach forward, fingers go beyond the toes, around to the right and back. This sort of stomach grind or rotating the body as we go back and forth. Exhaling forward, out past the toes, inhaling back to whatever place is right for you. Again, gentle, not trying to overdo anything here. Nobody wins today. We're just being with ourselves as we open our body. It doesn't matter if you went the other way, don't worry about it because we're going to reverse this in a moment. So just do this simple movement with breath. One more time in this direction. Come back and then begin in the other direction. Exhaling forward, inhaling back. No. Rotation of the torso. Hips are engaged, supporting the body as the spine rotates. Arms are straight. One more in this direction. And then come back to neutral. Keeping the legs wide. Lengthen through the crown. Take a full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. Now, what we're going to do now is take the arms up, turn the torso over the left leg, and exhale. Just hinge forward from the hip. So it might just be a little movement for you. It might just be this little movement, hinging from the hip. So you're bringing your belly button toward your thigh. your chest toward your knees. When you find that place where your body's like, okay, that's it, release the arms down. And then inhale here, get long through the crown. Exhale, maybe there's a little more space created, maybe not. But the arms are not doing anything except releasing here. The shoulders are released. Then feeling a slight stretch, you might feel a slight stretch in the back of the hamstring, the back of the calves, the Achilles, up through the waist, the quadrilateral muscles in the lower back. Breathing here. The crown is long, so keep the chin and sternum in alignment. So we're not dropping the head, we're keeping the spine long, and we're just breathing into this. Walk your hands out. Feel the length in the underside of the arms. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release the hands. Neutralize the spine forward. Inhale the arms up. Rotate torso toward the right leg. Hinge forward from the hips. Wherever the body stops, that's what you're available to you. That's your space. Be there. Release the arms down. Inhale here. Exhale. Maybe you have a little more space, maybe not. Just be here. This is your space. We're just gently opening this body now, feeling into this. Again, crown is long, so keep the sternum and chin relationship the same. Crown long, back is flat, breathing into this. Feel the back of the legs supported on the mat. Notice where, as you lean in, you might find that your hips shift a little bit and your weight stays unbalanced. So do not let that happen. Keep both sits bones evenly pressured into the mat. Walk the hands out past feet or towards the feet. Feel the length in the underside of the arms. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release the hands. Bring the feet together. Come down onto your back. Bring the knees into the chest. Reach up and grab just below the knees. Squeeze the knees a little bit. Rock a little bit side to side. Feeling into that movement. And we're going to work on our back here a little bit. So we're going to start by bringing the hands down alongside the hips, palms down. For a little more support, you can bring the thumbs underneath the sits bones. For even more support, you can bring the back of the palms underneath the SI joint at the top of the buttocks. Find your supported posture here. Simple movement here. Exhale, the knees come in toward the chest. Inhale, the feet go away towards the mat with toes just hovering above the mat at the end of the inhale. Exhale, knees in. Inhale, knees away. Toes hover. Continue at your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Feeling into this very simple movement, trying to align movement and breath. So begin to feel into the awareness of your breath a little bit more here. Maybe tighten at the back of the throat, at the glottis a little bit so you can hear the breath in the nostrils. This is our ocean breath, our victorious breath, our ujjayi breath. And we move to the rhythm of our own breath. One more time here. Exhale the knees in. Squeeze a little bit, rock a little side to side, release any tension, and then let the heels fall down by the hips. Take the arms out about 60 degrees, create a little space for your hips, rotate. Walk your feet out toward the wide edges or long edges of your mat so your knees kind of fall together. This is an active rest posture. Lengthen through the crown, feel the lower spine on the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, just let both knees sling to the left. No overstress, no overstrain. Just let them go where the body allows them to go. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, let the knees come to the right. Windshield wipering the legs here. Move with your breath. Inhale up to center. Exhale over one side. Inhale up, center, exhale. Other side. Find your rhythm. Your pace. Your breath. Your practice. Inhale back to center. Walk the feet in toward each other. All right. Bring the hands back down alongside the hips, palms down, press into the core. Press into the ball of the feet. Rotate the thighs inward so the knees stay in alignment as you begin to tilt the pelvic ball and lift the buttocks off of the mat. Now continue to roll up into the lower back, into the middle back perhaps, maybe even into the upper back. No weight in the head or neck. This is our bridge posture, engaging through the back of the body, Achilles, hamstring, glutes, lower back muscles, QLs. Inhale here, shine a little brighter, bring the belly button toward the ceiling. Exhale, roll back down one vertebra at a time till they're back just over the mat. And then inhale, roll back up. This is our dynamic bridge. We're just going to move a few times here, engaging through the lower back and the core. Hamstrings and glutes. Find your rhythm, your breath, your practice. Inhale up. Maintain the posture. Breathe here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Press into the feet. Exhale here. Keep the knees in alignment. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Roll down. Bring the knees into the chest. Squeeze. Rock. Release. Let the legs go long and then roll to your belly, either direction. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Thumbs at the breast line. Tops of the feet are released to the mat. Press into the tops of the feet. Feel the knees engage. Bring the elbows toward each other behind the back. Release the shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale here. Lengthen through the crown. Feel the chest perhaps rise. Crown lifts. Chest lifts. Heart comes forward. Cobra pose here. There's little to no weight in the hands. Just a little support there. Elbows moving down and away towards the hips. Breathing here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. You're going to do a couple dynamics here. So inhale, get long. Exhale, slowly lower the forehead toward the mat. Inhale up. Find your rhythm. Exhale down. Your pace. Your breath. Your practice. Inhale up, get long, maintain. Take a couple breaths here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale here, maybe pick up the hands. Exhale here. A full inhale. As you exhale, lower down, release. Let the heels fall open, turn your cheek to the mat. Release the hands by the side, palms up. Just release. Take a breath here. Sigh it out. Inhale here, pick up the head. Turn it, bring your other cheek to the mat. Exhale, sigh it out. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale the nose, chin, or forehead back to the mat. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Curl the toes. Inhale here. Exhale. Press up to all fours. So the hips come back over the knees. Straight line. The hands are slightly in front of. Bring the hands back till they're just slightly in front of the shoulders. That'll create some length in your spine here. Knees are underneath the hips. Palms underneath the shoulders, crown is long, hips are long. Feel the length in your side body. Now we're going to begin doing our cow-cat posture. So on the cow, the inhalation, the lower spine will arch, the belly will drop, the heart will come forward, the crown will lift, the hips will rise. On the exhale, we'll round the spine and release the head. The biceps will frame the ears, the hips will roll under, big rounding here. Inhale, arch and rise. Exhale, round and release. Continue at your pace, your rhythm, your breath, your practice. Working the spine, including the neck as we're bringing the chin toward the chest on the exhale. Lifting the crown on the inhale. Flexing and inflection. So arching and rounding. Feeling this in the spine. Maybe your pace picks up a little bit as you begin to feel within this, maybe not. Your practice. 2 more here. And then inhale to a flat back. Exhale, curl the toes, press into the ball of the feet. Lift the knees just a little bit. Press into the fingertips, get long through the forearms. Inhale here. Exhale, let the hips rise as the crown drops. Release the head. Shoulders toward the mat. Hips high toward the ceiling and then back toward the wall behind you as you let your heels drop toward the mat. This is your downward facing dog. Take a moment here to establish this posture. The home page posture. Find yourself here. Press out of the fingertips and the heel of the palm. Lengthen through the forearms. Relax the head. Release the neck. Bend the knees so you can feel the lower back release. Lift the hips towards the ceiling and then toward the wall behind you. And then let your heels move in the direction of the bottom of the mat. Take a breath here. As you exhale, bend the right knee and press back through the left heel. Pressing firmly out of the right hand, back through the left heel. Feel the length in the back of the left leg. Breathe. Inhale here. As you exhale, bend the left knee, press back through the right heel, pressing out of the left hand, back through the left heel. Feel the length behind the right leg. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, bend both knees, lift the hips. Release the lower back, release the crown. Exhale, let both heels drop toward the mat. Feeling the length of both legs. Full length along the back of your body. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, lower down. Knees, chest, chin, or reverse push-up. Come all the way down to the mat. Release the tops of the feet. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, lower down. Curl the toes on the inhale. Press to a plank. On the exhale, lift the hips, release the head, downward facing dog. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Let's do that one more time. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise to cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press the plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full inhalation here. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, bring the left foot forward between the hands. Help it if you need to. On this first one, let's drop the right knee in the top of the right foot. Stabilize yourself here. Pick up your hands. Feel yourself rooting down. We root to rise. Root down. Maybe bring the hands to the knee for support as you straighten the elbows to lift the torso. Supported lunge. Inhale, take your arms up. Find your arm position. Lengthen through the fingertips. Exhale. Press into the right knee, left heel. Full inhalation. Exhale. Bring the hands down. Frame the foot. Curl the toes of the right foot. Lift the right knee. Step back and press back. Downward facing dog. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale. Look up between the hands. Exhale. Right foot comes forward between the hands. Drop that left knee for this first one. Release the top of the left foot. Stabilize. Pick up the fingertips. Maybe bring the hands through the knee. Opposite hand underneath. Straightening the arms and support the torso rising. Inhale. Take the arms up. Find your hand position as you lengthen through the fingertip on the inhale. Exhale. Sink in. Left knee, right heel. Full inhalation. Exhale, hands down. Frame the foot. Curl the toes. Lift the knee. Step back. Press back. Downward facing dog. Okay. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale. Look up between the hands. Exhale. Step the left foot forward to a lunge. Take a breath here and lunge. Press back through the right heel. Lift the right thigh. Pick up the hands to stabilize. Maybe your hands come back alongside the hips. Just feel that length through the crown. Full inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands down. Frame the foot. Step back, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, right foot forward. Press back to the left heel. Lift the left thigh. Pick up the hands to stabilize. Support it here. Find your support. And then maybe take your arms back to help you feel that length in the side body. This is your lunge posture. So it'll be a part of our movement as we move through our sun salutation. So inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands down. Step the right foot back to join the left. Downward dog. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, left foot forward, right foot joins it. Forward fold, release the head, release, lift out of the waist, out of the back. Maybe bring your hands to opposite elbow, in front of or behind the legs, supporting your forward fold. Balance in the feet, experiment with lengthening, and then release the neck. Notice the tension held in the back of the neck. Release that. Yes, my head is released. Switch your elbow hold. If you're holding that, find that different on the other side. Inhale here. And exhale. Release the elbows. If you're holding, let the hands go long. Forehead toward the shin. All right. This is our forward fold. Hands will come to the shin, palms against the shins. Press and straighten the arms to lift the torso flat, parallel with the mat. Breathe in behind the heart. Exhale, release the head, release the hands. One more time here. Use the palms on the shins for support as you inhale, flat back. Exhale, release the head, release the hands. Bend the knees, feel the weight settle in the feet. And then keeping the chin and head tucked, begin to roll the torso upright, one vertebra at a time. As the torso comes upright, the shoulders will naturally roll up and down. Then the chin will lift parallel. The arms will come up. Inhaling full into tall mountain. And then exhaling, releasing the hands to prayer. Full inhale here. Complete exhale. Inhaling here. And exhaling. Inhale, take the arms high. Tall mountain position. Exhale, hinge at the hips and come into forward fold. Release the hands, release the head. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale to a forward fold. Place the hands beside the feet. Step the right foot back. Step the left foot back to join. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or reverse push-up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Curl the toes. Inhale, press to plank. Exhale, hips high and back, heels drop, downward facing dog. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Left foot forward. Exhale, right foot joins it. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise, gathering as you go through tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands to prayer. Take a breath here, full inhalation. Check your gratitude, check your intention. Complete exhale. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet. Left foot back, right foot joins it. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press the plank. Exhale, downward dog. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, right foot forward, left foot joins it, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise, gathering as you go through tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands to prayer. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Okay, we're going to minimize the breath here. One movement, one breath. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Hands beside the feet. Step the feet back and lower. All one breath down to the mat. Inhale, rise up, cobra, or maybe up dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, bring the feet forward into forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands. Take a breath in mountain. Center in. We're going to do 3 of these. Your rhythm, your pace. Inhale up. Your breath, your praxis. Exhale down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, float, and lower. All one movement. Inhale, rise up, your choice. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Take a breath in down dog. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, step or float forward and forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Exhale, release the hands. Take a breath here. Connect with yourself. Find your rhythm. Move in your own pace, your own breath, your own practice. Take a breath when you get to down dog. Stabilize in the home page. Take a breath when you get to your mountain posture. Stabilize at the key. Bring your awareness to your breath and movement, mindful movement. Meeting up in mountain, as you arrive there, just find yourself here. Releasing your hands alongside the thighs, palms forward. Imagine you can move your hips slightly to the top of your mat, the back of the palms slightly to the bottom of your mat. Feel your elongation and alignment. Breathing here, take a full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Notice your experience. What has shifted for you in this little practice? We have one more dynamic movement and then we'll move into our rest. So bring yourself down onto your back, on your mat. Legs go long, crown goes long, arms come down by the sides. Now, we're going to do a dynamic movement and a dynamic breath to prepare us for our release. So we generate and energize, and then we release and integrate. So we're going to go into half boat pose. Half boat pose, the shoulders will lift about 6 inches off the mat, back of the head, 6 inches off the mat. The legs will lift about 6 inches off the mat, the back of the heels, 6 inches off the mat. The arms will lift, lengthening toward the heels. Now, if this is too much, one leg go down, or both legs and just lift the shoulders, or leave the shoulders down, just lift the legs, or leave the arms down, or take your arms behind your shoulders for support. Do what is right for you. Remember, you're in the privacy of your own space. This is your practice. Support yourself as you need to in this practice. We're going to be here for just 1 minute. So find your posture, half boat. And the breath is a breath of fire. It's a dynamic breath utilizing the diaphragm, unless you are pregnant or on your menstrual cycle, in which case you'll just do long, deep breathing here. Breathing in and down into the belly, using the diaphragm and generate a little bit of support for the exhale. And the inhale coming automatically on the release of the diaphragm. Your rhythm, your breath, your pace, your practice. Simply noticing what occurs for you in this very dynamic posture. Got this. 20 more seconds. Just be with it. Be in your practice. Take a full inhale here. Gently retain the breath. And exhale, release gently down. Let the toes fall open. Palms up by your hips. Take your heels as wide as is comfortable for you on your mat. Lengthen through the crown and pull down on the side rib. Feel the lower spine engage. Feel the full back of the body engage. Release. Moving into your guided rest here. Take a moment as you move into your guided rest to provide yourself with any additional supports that you may want in this posture. Maybe you have an eye cloth or a blanket or a shawl or a bolster, anything that'll provide you perhaps 1% more support as you let go and feel yourself releasing. Feel the entirety of the back of your body on the mat, being held and supported. Feel gravity caressing you, hugging you, holding you, steady and sure. Release any shaping of the breath, any shaping of the mind, any shaping of the body. Release any analysis of the practice, any conversation with yourself. Just allow yourself to be. Give yourself this gift, this moment of resting fully. Many of us tend to overlook, underestimate, and or neglect this part of the practice. This is a part of the practice. Can you let go just a little bit more? Can you release just a little bit more? Can you rest a little bit deeper, a little bit more fully? Can you authentically just be, just as you are in this moment, in your space, supported fully, held gently, released deeply. And if you find, like many of us, that your mind has a really difficult time settling and resting, then I invite you to give your mind the task, the simple task of just scanning or tracking your body from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet. Just track your body slowly, looking for any areas of tension or tightness or constriction. And you're just looking with gentle curiosity, with a calm awareness. Just noticing, oh, there's a little tension, a little tightness. Nothing to do. No need to make any changes. Just notice, just be aware. This is where I have some contraction. And just allow that slow scan to occur. And we will continue to rest here fully in silence for the next couple of minutes. If perchance you notice that your attention has wandered away from your intention, I invite you to bring gratitude to that noticing, and then gently and compassionately return your focus to your breath. On your next inhale, I invite you to reacclimate with your body, perhaps wiggling your toes and your fingers, maybe rotating your ankles and your wrists. Continuing to realign with the body, I invite you to bring your heels toward your hips, your knees toward the ceiling, and to extend your right arm alongside your head, bicep by the ear. Taking a moment here in preparation for rolling to your right side, and then when you are prepared, and only when you are prepared, gently roll to your right side, letting that arm cradle your head and neck. Take a moment here on your right side as you prepare to come upright again. And then as you are prepared, and only when you are prepared, I invite you to bring your left arm in front of your torso and use your left arm to help leverage yourself back to a seated posture. Take a moment here to reestablish your supported seat, reconnect with your elongated spine, and float your hands back to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. And I invite you here to perhaps allow to arise maybe one more thing for which you are grateful. And then seeing that clearly in your mind's eye, witness yourself seated in gratitude in your space. And as you sit in gratitude in your space, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you from this space. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, I invite and encourage you to stay here in grateful rest, grateful awareness for as long as you like. And when you do rise, please take the echoes of your practice and your gratitude with you as you go through the rest of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.